Well, staying with that story, let's speak now to the Higher Education Portfolio Committee Chair, Tebogo Letsie, who joins us in studio now. Mr. Letsie, good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I think that certainly the Higher Education Minister haven't gotten the attention of the country with some of the sittings in your Portfolio Committee. But let's start with this. Perhaps the timelines and really just the sense that you get around this deadline that's been missed to bring forward the names of that independent panel.
No, good evening to yourself, Naded, and good evening to the viewers of Newzroom Afrika. Let's take this opportunity to thank you guys for having us. I think to begin with, I think it's important to say that as the Portfolio Committee that we're very disappointed that the Minister did not meet the requirement, the deadline to share with us the names. You will remember that we had written to her on the 4th of June 2025, asking her to furnish us with the names of the independent panel by the 11th of June. She wrote to me on the 11th of June asking for more time, asking that we give her enough time to consult with those people. In a letter, it was not clear why she wanted more time to consult with them, because we felt that from the 4th to the 11th, that would have been sufficient time. But after I wrote to her on Friday, the 13th of June, asking her why did she not consult with them during the period that we had given her, she wrote to me yesterday morning indicating that she had asked for a legal opinion to find what she can do, and then she indicated that took a little bit of time. They responded the legal opinion she got, I think, on the day of the 11th or a day before, and that is what took time. But even in a letter to us, she indicated that she wants to furnish us with the name. She's not running away from it. She just needed to satisfy herself that she will not be doing injustice to the independent panel.
And maybe we can unpack that a little bit further. Because why does the Minister feel that she needs a legal opinion before furnishing Parliament with this list of names?
Yeah, she did indicate that because of the POPIA Act and the POPIA, she needed to satisfy herself so that those people tomorrow don't take it to court for furnishing us with the name. I'm sure you know that once those names are out, even yourselves, you'll want to interview them. You'll go through a whole lot of discussions with them. How did they do that particular job? And having noted that, she said she did not pay them, so she had asked them to do that on a voluntary basis. She needed to satisfy herself that she's not transgressing against their constitutional right.
But is there a concern, though, as chair of the Portfolio Committee, that this is more than just her needing to get legal advice on the POPIA Act and POPIA, for instance, that there is a fear that the individuals in that list may very well be politically connected? Surely that is something that you are considering. Yes,
it is a possibility that we have looked at. We believe that maybe some of them may be, but you know, Parliament, like we've always said, we deal with what's on the table. We deal with facts. We don't want to deal with assumptions that there might be people who are politically connected in the selection panel or the independent panel of the minister. We have a responsibility to communicate and deal with things on a factual basis. So we will wait for her to furnish us. We're hoping as we speak now, she is seeking concurrence from those people to give us the names. We will discuss on Wednesday whether we're granting her the extension to the 30th of June as she has asked. But the general feeling when we speak as members of that committee is that that might be too much of a time. So we will discuss that on Wednesday. I don't want to preempt what members will ask of us on Wednesday.
But you do have a sense that you have given her sufficient time, that even in that consideration on whether or not you grant her the extension, there is a consideration of that she has been given enough time to work on this, to get the legal advice, and to bring forward the list of the independent panel.
Yeah, as the portfolio committee, we believe that we have given her enough time. And 7 days for us was sufficient enough in our view. If you watch that meeting, some members were pushing that we give her 48 hours, which we felt would have been a little bit unfair. And giving her 7 days, in our view, was sufficient time. So we are hoping that when we meet on Wednesday, she would have finished all of that and will just provide us with the names when we meet on Wednesday.
What happens if we get to, I mean, just hypothetically here, you grant the deadline to the 30th of June for the minister to bring this list forward to Parliament, and again she misses that deadline. Yeah. What is in the power of the portfolio committee to act against her, especially when you've got parties like the Democratic Alliance that are saying that she should be summoned and that the minister is defying Parliament, which is where she should be accounting?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's true that she's defying. We have not arrived at that point. But if we get to the 30th, let's say the committee agrees that we must give her till the 30th and she misses, Parliament is empowered by the Constitution of the Republic, Section 55 of the Constitution. That gives us powers to do oversight over the department and all national entities under it. But we're also empowered by Section 92, subsection 2 of the Constitution, that indicates that ministers are accountable to Parliament, and we can subpoena or summon some of this information if she misses the deadline that we'll agree on. Yeah. So we are empowered by the Constitution, and the easiest way will be to write to the Speaker, to write to the leader of government business, to force her to give us this particular information. I don't think we're at that level as yet. Yeah.
Well, we'll await that. I mean, there was, of course, the sitting with the Minister of Higher Education that you remember, the minister even having to come out and apologize for that moment.
Yes.
That certainly got social media talking in it. Perhaps a moment to reflect on just how much South Africans are watching what goes on in Parliament when moments like these in the social zeitgeist of our country take place. Look at this.
Good morning.
Morning.
Today we are gathered here to discuss something. I think I'm not quite sure what it is, but I think Honorable Souls is more qualified.
Thank you, Chair.
To talk about this, so Honorable Souls.
Thank you, Chair. Let me start off by beginning to say that this outfit I'm wearing doesn't mean I'm an MK supporter now. I'm still Ashley. This is a designer, a local designer.
And I don't want to take away the seriousness of what happens within our portfolio committees. But a moment like that, I hope, shows our leaders that the country is watching. And of course, a moment to, see what, I suppose, a caricature of yourself would look like. And in fact, what you've done, Chair, is you've taken it a step further with a response of your own. Take a look.
Good morning, Chair.
Zero chills.
Honorable Souls.
What a time to be alive in South Africa. Just quickly before I let you go, we laugh about it, but the reality is for many young people, they laugh about it too, but they want accountability from their leaders. And now that you know that we're watching to that extent, your view.
I think firstly, maybe let's thank our artists. I think they they did a brilliant job. I think Mpo did very well with Souls. Tsitsi took it a bit far with me.
Okay,
I think the part took it a bit far, but I think they did a brilliant job. I think it shows that South Africans have got interest in what we do in our jobs. So remember, we are paid by public funds, and therefore they've got every reason to criticize us, to watch us, to call us to order if we're out of order. And we are grateful that we do have, even on social media, getting those feedbacks telling us we believe that you're a bit soft on this one, you're a bit harsh on this one, and we take it we take it as it is, as a proper criticism as public representatives.
Yeah, I think the core is we're all watching, and we want to see the accountability. Chair, thank you so much for speaking to us. We will catch up, of course, here on Wednesday if the Portfolio Committee Chair will be granting Dr. Nobuhle Nkabane, the Higher Education Minister, that deadline to the 30th of June.